Hey guys, fishing and stuff. Today we're going over 6 different, pretty sure it's 6. 1, 2. Today we're doing 6 fishing net hacks and they're gonna be awesome. So let's get to it. Fishing net hack number 1. So this is my net, Whisker Seeker. The main reason I bought this net was because of this cool cover on it. I kind of like the concept of having a cover on my net. Covers are important, people, okay? I mean, think about it. If there's a net laying in the floorboard of your boat, let's suppose this cover wasn't on here. So now all of a sudden, we have a trip hazard. Let's say your net's in the boat and you accidentally step in it and hit this mess right here and whoop, oh, in the water you go. It's like whoop, oh. It happens all the time. I'm just saying.
Tip of the day, try to stay in the boat.
So the cover that goes on this net's really cool. I like that. The other thing that's cool about this net is this handle right here. It makes it where it's easier to pick up fish by yourself. Well, a buddy of mine whose introduction is totally unnecessary by now. We gotta bend it a little bit more.
Don't show that.
Cut that out. He has the Hydro Web net, HD 150, which is made by Monster Rod Holder. You don't know who Monster Rod Holder is? They're owned by the catfish dude. I gotta tell you, this Hydro Web net is kinda cool. After using this one time, I kinda want one. Like for one example, this net's lighter than my net. I'm not sure exactly how much lighter, but we fixin' to find out. Alright, the Whisker Seeker is a little over 4 pounds. And this Hydro Web net is about 1 pound lighter. And you might think, well, 1 pound ain't nothing, but it is. I actually netted a fish with one hand with this net. That's a decent fish. Yep. It's decent. How am I going to net this with one hand? Let's see. Oh yeah, we got it. We got it. You know you're a good YouTuber when you net fish one-handed. Can't even see my camera. 1 pound doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? This monster net's also bigger than my net. I mean, if I line them up perfect, this monster net's this much bigger than my net, which is actually pretty impressive considering it weighs 1 pound less than my net. But the first net hack that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to put one of these handles on my buddy's monster net. So on this monster net, there's 2 bolts. One right here, one goes right here. And they basically hold the ring on. Well, I took one of the bolts out, took it to the hardware, and I bought some bolts the same exact size, made out of stainless steel, but they're a little bit longer. I found these cool handles made by Creek Bank, and if you're wondering where you can get some, you can get them at creekbanktanks.com. And this is basically what they look like. I mean, they're kind of flexible, but they're kind of hard too. I think they're gonna work good. But the next thing I gotta do is take this other bolt out. We're gonna take this handle and we're gonna turn it under like this, bolt it back on to the part that holds the ring on. And this handle comes with some washers. I might use these washers to help hold it on there right. Anyway, after you finished, got yourself a cool handle. I believe David's really gonna like this. It turned out better than I was hoping. And the best part is you get 2 of these handles in a pack. 2 of these handles was only $10.70. I bought these at a store near my house. But like I said, you can go online to creekbanktanks.com, pick you some up. Today, I recruited me some help from the Blackbird Youth Fishing League.
Fishing hack number 2.
Yep. This is a net that I've had for a long time. I was told by another YouTuber at the Catfish Conference that if you put spray foam in the ring of your net, it'll make it float. Well, I can't pass on a tip like that without trying it because I ain't sure it's gonna work. After I take the little caps off that's on the end of my ring holder, now it's open and I can get spray foam up in there. Next, you're gonna need some spray foam. This is not Great Stuff. Great Stuff's the original spray foam, but they make all different kinds of spray foam, and I just got this kind. I hope it works just as good. Spray foam's some pretty cool stuff. I actually put it in the lid of a cooler one time. So I'm gonna spray this spray foam in this net ring so we can try this out. It works. Hack number 3. Now, if for some reason you don't want to put Great Stuff in your net ring, You can also use a pool noodle if you want to. And I had this hack on a pool noodle hack video that I did a couple of years ago. And all you do is take a pool noodle, and on the net, I prefer one of the little pool noodles, but you cut it in sections as long as you want it. Then you're gonna have to take your knife and run down it and cut a slit into it. Now after you get your slit cut in it, you put it on the net. Then take a couple of tie straps and wrap around it. And when you're finished, you got a net that if you drop it in the water, it's gonna float. Actually, it would have looked a lot better if I'd have put red pool noodles on it, but I didn't have no red pool noodles. Nets cost a lot of money, and you don't want to lose one.
Hey, I done told you to stay out of my pool.
I gotta go.
Riley, kill. Riley, kill. Riley, kill.
Fishing hack number 4.
Now that right there is awesome.
Nets are always in my way. You're trying to fish and get around your boat, and there's always a dang net in the way. Either one of them nets or one of them nets. I came up with a cool idea. You probably know what these are. These are for drop cords. They make them to keep your drop cords organized. See what I'm talking about right there? See? But they look like little handcuffs. And all you gotta do is hit a button and they come right off. But they work really good. Now, I've had these on hack videos before because I use these to keep my anchor ropes organized. So my anchor ropes ain't always in a big old mess. While I was in that tournament, that's a decent fish. Yeah. That fishing tournament, and I got to thinking, and I took one of these off my anchor rope. I lifted up a handle that holds my compartments closed, and I clamped my net to it. And I thought, that's a cool idea. I mean, think about it. You can throw it in the back of the boat now, clamp it down, don't have to worry about your net falling off and you losing it, and it's out of your way. And you can pretty much clamp this thing just about anywhere you want to. So get you some of these drop cord clamp and use them for your net. They work really good. Hack number 5. You see this rubber coating that they put on newer nets? Can you see that? Well, this rubber coating is better for the fish. I mean, it protects them. It's better for their slime coat. It also makes your net last a lot longer because I have had nets wear out on me. I'm just saying. And most of the new nets, especially the expensive ones, they have it on there. My little crappie net is made of rubber. It actually don't have a rubber coating. The net itself is made of rubber. But there's still a lot of nets out there that don't have that rubber coating on it. Well, if you have a net that don't have a rubber coating on it and you want one on it, get you some Flex Seal or get you some Plasti Dip and spray it yourself. And it's really not that expensive. What are they, like $6 a can or something? The Flex Seal turned out pretty dang nice. And I like the glossy look the Flex Seal leaves on nets. I'm just saying. Fishing net hack number 6. Most of your big, more expensive nets come with handles on them. Most of your inexpensive nets don't. This right here is my crappie net. It's small, works really good for crappie. And I only paid $5 for this net because I caught it on clearance at Walmart. Well, you can take this heat shrink tubing that they make for rod handles. They're basically made for rod handles that's wore out, and you can replace them and make them new again. And it comes in every type of color you can think of. And there's several different kinds of it. But it's pretty simple. You just cut it as long as you want it, slide it up on there, and you shrink it down with a heat gun. And then when you're done, you got you a nicer handle that you can hold on to easier. And actually, this right here is not for rods, it's for golf clubs. This is a golf club handle replacer. That's why all them holes are on it, I think. But get you some of this heat shrink tube, any kind you want. Put it on your net handle and make it more comfortable. I'm just saying. Well, those fishing net hacks turned out awesome. I really did like them, especially a few of them. I might have to get me one of them monster rod holder nets. I'm just saying. Hey guys, if you ain't been over on my channel page yet, you might want to go over and check it out. Because I got a long list of DIYs that'll help you save some money. If you see something you like, click subscribe and ring the bell so that YouTube will notify you when I post videos and you can watch them.
Click subscribe, people. What you waiting on? What you waiting on?
And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next build.